Is an embroidery hoop. The job of the embroidery hoop is to hold fabric nice and straight and smooth while you stitch on it. The hoop has two pieces and it comes apart just like that. The outside piece has a screw on it. You can screw it tighter and looser. Depending on how thick your fabric is, you might need to loosen it up a little or tighten it. I want you to practice taking your hoop apart and putting it back together. You can screw it tight if you want. I find it easiest to take it apart just by pushing on the inside with my thumbs. Apart and together. The job of an embroidery hoop is to keep your fabric nice and smooth and straight so that you can stitch on it. Let me show you how to put your fabric into the hoop. You take your hoop apart and put just the inside down. You're going to lay your fabric on top of the hoop and put the outside ring right around it. Sometimes you have to push a little bit. Now that looks like mine is not open quite enough, and so I'm going to open it a little bit. Once the fabric got in there, it needed to open just a little bit, and now it goes on very nicely. You can see this is what the other side looks like. And if it's in there right, it's going to be tight as a drum. A loose hoop is not going to work very well because it's going to fall right out. You want to hold it tight. So even if you have to open it up wide to get it on, make sure you tighten it up so you get tight like a drum. Another way to make it tighter is you can just pull on the edges so it gets a little bit tighter and smoother. There you go. When we're done and you take this out, you can unscrew it, but that can be a little tough on your fingers. Again, I think the easiest way is just to push on it with your thumbs and it will come right out. So let's practice putting our hoop and our fabric together. There we go, ready to go. The shape of my project is going to be a rectangle. It does not matter that the hoop is a circle. Hoops come in all different sizes, and they are made to move around on different parts of the cloth. The hoop is just a tool. It's not meant to be a permanent frame. Sometimes when I teach people how to use an embroidery hoop, the first thing they do is get out their scissors and they start to cut around in a circle. Don't do that. It's okay if you want to make your artwork in a circle, but it doesn't have to be a circle just because this tool is a circle. I do a lot of needlework, so I have hoops in all different sizes, and they also come in different shapes. You can see this one is really thick. This one's really good for holding quilting. The size of hoop you use is going to depend on the size of the project area that you're working on, not necessarily your finished product. If I was working on a small space, even on a very big project, I could use this small hoop and move it around to different places. They all work just the same, although the screws might look a little bit different and they might be made out of different material.